Welcome to Imola, the spiritual home of Ferrari. But you don't need me to tell you that. Just look at the red-clad tifosi in the grandstands. They're ready. Are you ready? For the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Cooper lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Norris, Carlos Sainz, and Hamilton, Antonelli, Hülkenberg, Gasly, and Franco Colapinto, Behrman, Albon, Lance Stroll, and Bortoleto, Leclerc, Ocon, Liam Lawson, and Yuki Tsunoda. Hadja and Oscar Piastri rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Come on, we're on the podium. Good job this weekend. That's a great drive. Thank you.
And extending his already record-breaking winning record, it's Lewis Hamilton to the line for victory.
To come here and take victory as a team today on home soil was so important. You can see how much it means to them. The drivers there doing their part, the team's strategy was perfect as well, and the fans really embraced that. What a great atmosphere we had here today.
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. It's a familiar sight in Formula One, and here it is once again. Lewis Hamilton with the trophy held high, celebrating a masterful victory. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.